this would be the perfect video to do for Valentine's Day. It's not exactly the perfect love story, but it's still about love nonetheless. So this would be a perfect thing to do. Um, it's not my proudest moment, but I still want to tell you about the story. Why? Because I love you guys and I want to share my whole life with you. Well, not everything, but a lot. So this all started. This was a long time ago, by the ways. Disclaimer: a long time ago. This is not something I would probably do today because I don't have that much time or energy. But my friend, let's call my friend Stacy, introduced me and my friend Brittany and some of her other girlfriends to some of her guy friends. We all hung out that one night, and I think we went partying. And then after we went to a party, we went back, and we were just talking. We just talked all night long. I think at one of their houses or whatever. And I mean, we talked and hung out or whatever, and we had a lot of fun. One of the guys that was there, I mean, he was really cute. I mean, he was really, really, really cute, but he wasn't my type. He was like more of the pretty boy type. He seemed very into himself. I didn't give him the time of day just because I don't know. I judged him. I know I'm wrong. It's not right because it's not right. But um, I was just like, oh, he's into himself. I'm not interested or whatever. But like as we were talking that night, I noticed that he was asking me like lots of questions. I mean, he was asking everyone questions, but more so to me. Like he was asking me most of the questions, and he seemed very nice and genuine. Like the questions, like he could tell like he was really trying to get to know me, and I was like, wow, you know what? This guy isn't so bad. And I feel bad for like judging him the first time I saw him. Like weeks later, we hung out again with the same friend, with Stacy, Brittany, and the other girls, and I noticed that he was paying more attention to me too, than the other girls that were there. And he was still being really nice. He wasn't conceited or anything like I thought he would be. And I just remember that I was like, wow, like I think I'm like in love with this kid. Like was what you call love at first sight, because I felt like I fell in love with him like the first time I met him, not saw him, but met him after talking to him after a few minutes, and he wasn't so bad. So I was like, wow, you know what? Like I need to get to really know this guy. So fast forward like a few weeks later, we were all hanging out again. I don't think Stacy was around, but Brittany was there. Brittany and some other girls, and he asked for our phone numbers because at this point we were only communicating with him through Stacy. So he gave his phone number out to me, Brittany, and all the other girls that were there. The reason I keep bringing up Brittany is because I know Brittany has a thing for guys like him. So I was like, okay, I need to try and like get him away from Brittany, or I need to get Brittany away from him. So he gave his number out to all of us, and he took our numbers. And I waited a while to see if he would get in contact with me. I'm like, well, if he was really interested in me, then I would hear from him. So I didn't hear from him right away. But I know Brittany was gonna jump on all of. I knew she was gonna jump on that because I know when she's like really into someone, like she's gonna go for it or whatever. So I was mad he gave everyone his number, but like who was I to say anything? It's like we weren't together or whatever. You know? But he was still mine. So again, fast forward a few weeks later, me and Brittany was hanging out at a friend's house, and Brittany was like really like into her phone, like really into her phone. And I'm like, who is she talking and texting like right now? So when she got up and she went to the bathroom, I think, I went through her phone. And I happened to notice that she's texting my crush. Let's call him Darwin. So I noticed that she's texting Darwin. Nothing too bad. She's just asking like how's his day going and what's he doing, and he's responding, but like the politically correct answer is like, oh, I'm at work. I'm getting off at 6. Blah 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 blah. So I was like, I'm still not happy with this. So, weeks later, he does hit me up. Yeah, it took him weeks to hit me up. I was like patient like every girl. And let's not kid ourselves, girls. We be waiting for that call or that text message like crazy. But like weeks later, he did hit me up and he was texting or whatever. And he didn't really ask me out, but he was asking questions like why am I single, blah blah blah. So obviously with those questions, like I knew he was interested. He didn't come straight out and say it yet, but he was very curious. He was very curious why I was single. He said it was very bizarre. I think that's the word he used. And then I was happy. I was very happy. I was happy. But then one time when I was going out with Brittany and she came over to my house and she was getting dressed, she went into the bathroom again. I don't know why she keeps leaving me alone with her phone, but she went into the bathroom and I went into her phone and I noticed that she was texting him again. Same questions. How's your day going? Where are you? You're at work. Oh, he's getting off at 6. I was a little annoyed. So I went into her contact list and I deleted his number. And I know she knows that I deleted it, or I don't know if she knows I deleted it or it just disappeared. But I remember she said she had to ask him a question, and she went through I saw her start looking through the phone, and I'm looking like this the whole time. And she's like, she had to ask him a question, but she couldn't. And she's like just scrolling and scrolling, and she's not getting anywhere. It's because she couldn't find his number. She didn't say anything, but I knew she had to have, like, no, she would have said something. Like, she would have been like, oh, this is so strange. Like, his number disappeared. But she didn't say that. Like, she just kind of just looked at it, realized there was something wrong, and she just put the phone down. She didn't acknowledge it. She didn't say anything to me, and I'm glad she didn't because it would have been that awkward. So anyways, so I left that alone, and then, me and his friendship started getting, like, closer and stronger, and obviously him and Brittany weren't talking because she doesn't have his phone number anymore. And then one day, we went to hang out with him and his friends, and she was like, and I've never done this, guys, before, but, like, you do some crazy things for love. But she was like, she's like, yeah, I was going to text him to see exactly where he is right now, see if he's coming to meet us, because we're, like, planning to meet up or whatever. And she's like, but his number isn't there. And then I turned to her, I was like, Brittany, I was like, I like him. I was like, so back off. And you know what she said to me? Do you know what she said to me? She said, okay. That was it. That was it. But, like, you know what? If I really want something, I'm gonna go for it. So I told her straight up, listen, I like him, back off. And she did. She never tried to get his phone number again. She never hit him up again. And she just left it alone. And that was the only person I told her to back up off of. Because I knew she would be interested in him. We couldn't share him. I'm not about that sharing business. Yeah, well, that's it. That's all for the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys don't do little crazy things like that just to get to someone or get closer to someone. I hope you guys don't follow my example. You know what I mean. Alright, thanks for listening, perps. I'll talk to you guys another time in another video. Bye!
Back up off me, I said, whoa, yeah, yeah. Back up off me, I said, whoa.